Okay, so a lot of people have been asking for a room tutorial, so I'm gonna do one real quick. I just woke up, so probably kind of slow. Some of my videos it just kind of looks like I'm doing this, but I'm not. It's because I hit really hard that it does that. But so I'll teach you the beginning, like the beginner part of it that you want to master before you do the advanced part. But you want to put your hand like this, straight in front of you, and then you slightly flick it back. You bring it like this, so like about there, like that. You bring it like that. This, and you want to do this to where your body is like above the ground. So, like, you don't want to be hitting the ground. You want to stay elevated. You don't want to drag yourself. And then the backhand is just kind of you push back like that and flick a little bit. So like this. And then if you combine the motions together, should look kind of like that. And you wanna hit really hard. Like you wanna hit really freaking hard. The harder you hit, like the faster you'll go. But it does like tires you out fast if you if you do it for too long. If you do it for too long, so you work that. But after you master the basic run, like the bare bones of it, you want to start incorporating a TP tech into the run. So you want to put your hand, you want to flip your hand over like this, upside down, and then roll it over when you push back, like that. And you can still kind of flick at the end, but you don't really need to do it if you're doing the TP tech. And it should look like this. And the backhand with the TP tech just stays the same. And then if you put it all together, it should be pretty fast. I mean, it should be like, again, like I'm pretty tired and I haven't warmed up yet, so this might not be very fast, but about like that. Okay, so next is my crouch method. My crouch method is pretty simple, but it's just kind of hard. It's really tiring, and also my crouches won't be that high because it's early and I'm tired. But you want to hit down. You don't want to flick. You just want to hit straight down and look at where you're hitting. Don't look at the branch. Look back. Look down and hit down. And then flick your head up really fast. Something that helps for harder jumps. Just grab your headset with your middle finger and your index finger, and look down, and then flick your head up like that. You won't really do that for harder ones, but yeah. And you want to. The next part of it is you want to crouch down to where your butt hits the floor, or like below, or a little bit below, so you don't hit your floor. You put like that, like that. You look down as you're crouching. So if you do all the steps together, I like to do a mini jump, but you do the jump, go down, crouch while looking down, flick your head up while jumping, and uncrouching. So if I do it slow, it should be about like that. And then if you combine it all together and hit really hard, you can pretty easily make coke jump. It's not that hard. You can make harder jumps like ego jump, but I'm not trying to do that right now. My walls are pretty simple. You just want to, it's literally like all my methods, you literally just hit really hard. But you want to hit like this. You want to keep pulling yourself into the wall and do this kind of motion. Also, this is not meant to be a vertical. This is just meant to be fast. But you want to do that. You can add a little flick at the end. It's kind of uncontrolled if you flick too hard like that. You just add a little flick at the end. And you want to go like that. Like that's the motion. And if you do it on the wall, it's really good for like diagonal upwards, but if you go like straight this way, it's alright. It's not that fast, but if you go straight up that way, it's like this. Here, hold it. It's pretty fast. My one-handed run is just like, it's the same as just my front hand run, but you want to go in like a straight line. You still do the TP tech like that, but you go in a straighter line. You don't go in front of you. You just go in a straight line this way, and you don't bring it up very high. Because bringing it up higher is just wasting time that you could be hitting the ground. It kind of looks like this. My one-hand long jump method, I'm still working on that, but my long jump method is really complicated. I'm not the best at it yet. I just came up with it, or Mr. Shrimp taught it to me, but I'm still not very good at it. Like I started learning it yesterday, last night. But you want to look to the side. You don't want to look at it. You want to look straight to the side. Point your fingers towards the bridge, or wherever you're jumping. And you want to flick. You're not flick. You want to hit really hard. So like this, slightly upwards, but make sure you go that way too. Like this. This is like a good hit. Like that. You want a lot of power in your jump. You want you just want to hit hard, a lot of power. And then after you do that, you want to look down. So like this, you do the crouch method. You look down, flick your head up, and you want to stay crouched for a little bit longer than normal. But so. Like, I'll just do it real quick. So, you hit hard, look down, flick your head up and crouch. That wasn't the best hit, but like, you get the point. And also I'm not the best at this, so this might not work for you guys. But if I try a little bit, I'll try a little bit harder. You can get already about that far. And also, to make sure you're doing the crouch right, like get in a lobby with a friend or something, and ask if it looks like you're double jumping. And if it does, you're doing it right. But after you do that, after you do the crouch, and as you're standing up from the crouch, you don't actually jump. You just want to start standing up from the crouch. And as you're standing up, you want to extend your legs to where you're at a 90-degree angle in real life. And when you're at a 90-degree angle, you want to rotate, you want to start rec rooming. So you rotate one way in-game, in the opposite direction in real life, while leaning forwards and your hands behind your back. It sounds really weird, but it works. And also turn speed. Start with like 4 or 3. I use 10. Don't ask how I got it to 10. I'm just good like that. But if you do the rec room correctly, I recommend learning it on the ground first. So like this. You want to start like doing it right here and see how far you can get this way. So I like to step to the. Oh, wait, my light isn't on. But you step. I like to step a little bit to the right. So like, I don't hit anything because my PC is right there. But then you put your hands behind your back and forward a 90-degree angle. Turn one way in game, turn the opposite direction in real life. And also, you go to the left sideways. If you turn right in game, you'll go to the left in game. So I'll just do it real quick. And if you're doing this right, it should look about like this. I'm not very good at it, and especially because it's the morning right now. And I just got on, but that's somewhat what it should look like. I'm not the best person to ask out of rec room, because I'm not very good at it myself, but I am learning, so I'll make another one of these videos separately just for rec rooming, once I get good at it, but I'll try that again. That was a little bit better, but guys get the point. And also, I can't turn very fast because I have a cord on an index. Let me get the hair on my headset. My scaling method is find a good tree that fits your arm length. So all the trees are the same, just scaled up and down. So if you have like shorter arms, I recommend practicing on this tree. Definitely don't do it on this tree. This is way too small. And if you're a giant, then do it on big tree. But like, my favorite tree is that one or that one. Probably that one. That might be better because there's no platform. But you just want to learn the pattern of going up, and also try to stay near the tree. So like near the base of the tree. And again, you literally just like hit hard. You go like this, or that. You just hit hard up. Again, like all the methods, the harder you hit, the faster they are. So if you hit like really soft, it's not very fast. But if you hit hard, it's pretty fast. Double O's, my physics are broken, so I can't elevator. But when I do need the elevator, I go like this. I put one hand in, and I kind of hit down like that. Like I push down, like that. And I don't keep my body like touching the wall, because then I'll just stick to it. My other arm, while this hand is down, you put the other one up, and you go in a circle. Or you can go like that, but it's kind of weird. So if you do it correctly, it should be about like that. And my like robot climbing, whatever you call it, just one hand here, up like this. Other hand goes up here, same motion. You just do this in a V shape, and then it's pretty good. I'm not the best at it, because also my physics are broken like this too. I start to stutter, so I gotta stay away from the actual wall. My flick method is I just kind of like, what a lot of people mistake is they do like a sweeping motion, and their arm fully extends like up here. If you want to be accurate with your flicks and have a lot of power, you want to think of it as like a whip. So where your target is, let's say this basket is my target. You want your arm to fully extend where this basket is. So you want to bring your hand back about where your armpit is, and then whip it, and then fully extend your arm where you want to hit. So like that, not like that, because if you do that, it doesn't work. You gotta fully extend your arm and hit it. If you do it right, you should be able to hit from pretty far. I don't know how far I can do it on objects, but on people it definitely works. If you want to see anything else that I do, I can make a video on it. Just put it in the description. And yeah, I think that's it. Alright, bye bye.